Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my 11th lesson of D3, chapter number 1, exercise 1D, that is about application of quadratic equation in real world. In this lesson, I will solve intermediate level question number 15. Let's read the question. As the questions are long, so I've written the question in short form. Let me read the question from the book. Question says, Amira travels by coach from Singapore to Penang, which is 700 kilometers apart. The distance between two places is 700 kilometers. To visit her grandparents, she returns to Singapore by car at an average speed which is 30 km per hour, 30 km per hour greater than that of the coach. The first requirement of the question is if the average speed of car is x kilometers per hour and the time taken for the whole journey is 20 hours, formulate an equation and show that it reduces to x square minus 100x plus 1050 equals to 0. The second part is we have to solve the equation giving both the answers correct to two decimal places, and then we have to find the time taken for the return journey. As the question is about the speed, distance and time, so we should have the grasp on the formulas of speed, distance and time. Speed equals to distance traveled upon time taken. Time equals to distance upon speed, and distance is speed multiplied by time. Now, as the distance between two places is 700 kilometers and the average speed she is returning by the car, and the average speed of the car is x kilometers, and which is 30 kilometers more than that of the coach. So the expression for the time for the outward journey, time for Singapore, taken for Singapore to Penang, that expression will be 700 upon x minus 30, and time taken for return journey equals to 700 upon x. As it is given in the question that the total time taken for the whole journey is 20 hours. Total means the time taken for the outward journey plus the time taken for the inward journey, that when we will be adding up these two times, that whole sum will be equal to 20 hours. So in order to formulate the equation, what we will be doing, 700 upon x plus 700 upon x minus 30 will be equal to 20, which is the total time given in the question. Now in order to formulate the equation, we have to solve this fraction by taking the LCM. So the LCM of this question will be x into x minus 30. As 700 is common in both numerator and denominator, we will take it common to make our question easy. Now first denominator is x, but LCM is x into x minus 30. So it has the deficiency of x minus 30. Coming to the second fraction, plus its denominator is x minus 30. It has the deficiency of x. So we'll multiply the numerator by x and then close the bracket, which is equal to 20. Now we can see that we can solve this x with this x, and to make the question easy, we can simplify the 0 with 0, and I will left with 70 into 2x minus 30 equals to 2 into x minus 30. Now we can see that we can simplify this 2 and 70 easily. 2 and 70. So what I will be doing, I will be shifting this 2 to other side, and equation will take the form 35 into 2x minus 30 equal to x square minus 30x. Now what we have to do, we have to form the equation. So we have to apply distributive property carefully. This will be 35, 2 times will be 70x, and 35 multiplied by 30, 35 multiplied by 30 is 1050. 1050 equals to x square minus 30x. Now in order to make the equation, we have to shift all the terms on one side, and equation will take the form x square. I have to shift this 70 and 1050, 70 and 1050 to other side by changing the sign. So equation will take the form x square minus 30x minus 70x and plus 1050 equals to 0, or I can write the equation in the form x square 30 plus 70. 30 plus 70 is 100 minus 100x minus 100x plus 1050 equal to 0. And if we look at the question was saying that show that equation reduces to x square minus 100x plus 1050. Our equation is similar to the equation given in the question. It means it's the required equation. After reaching at this point, you must have to match your equation with the given equation in the question, and if there is any problem, you can recheck your working. I hope you are clear about this question. The next part says that we have to solve the equation and we have to give the answer correct to 2 decimal places. In order to solve this equation, I can move over here. This is the second part of the question. As the question has the large coefficient, so we can apply the quadratic formula here. So A of the question is 1, B is minus 100, B equal to minus 100, and C equal to 1050. And write on the quadratic formula x equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now replace the values carefully in the given equation. Minus b is minus 100 plus minus b square minus 100 square minus 4, a is 1, c is 1050 and close the bracket upon 2 into 1. Equation will take the form x equals to 100 plus minus the square of 100 will be 10,000 and minus 4 times 1050. 4 times 1050, 4 multiplied by 1050 will give me 4200 upon 2 multiplied by 1, which is equal to 2. X equal to 100 plus minus take away 4200 from 10,000, and the answer will be 5800, square root 5800 upon 2. Now take the square root of 5800 with calculator. Square root 5800 equals to 76.157. So x will be equal to 100 plus minus 76.157, which will be equal to 16 upon 2. Now in order to solve this equation, I have to apply either our condition. Either x will be equal to 100 plus 76.16 upon 2. 100 plus 76, 100 plus 76.16 will give me 176.16 upon 2 divided by 2, and this will give me x equal to 88.08, or x equals to x equal to 100 minus 76.16 upon 2, and this will give me x equals to 100 minus 76.16, and that is 23.84 upon 2 divided by 2 will give me 11.92. X equals to 11.92. These two are the solutions of this equation. If we look at both the roots, we can see that both the answers are positive. Now, which answer we have to accept and which answer we have to reject? As the speed of the car is 30 kilometers, so the value of x has to be greater than 30. So this will be the rejected answer, and this will be my accepted answer. This is the reason that we are accepting this x equals to 88.08 as the correct answer. Now, the final part of the question says, find the time taken for the return journey. Time taken for the return journey. So, in order to find the time taken for the return journey, the expression for the time taken for the return journey is time equals to 700 upon x, and x has the value 88.08. Now what I have to do, I have to divide that 700 by 88.08, and that will give me time equals to 77.94 hours, 947, as we have to give our answer up to 2 decimal places. So this is 7, so I have to round it off, 7.95 hours. This is the time taken for the return journey. I hope you are clear about this question. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lesson, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.